চাই না। আমাদের সরকারের মানবিক মুখ আছে, মানবিক মুখ দিয়ে আমি আরও ডাক্তার তৈরি করতে চাই। এবং আমরা একমাত্র গভর্নমেন্ট যেটা নারী সুরক্ষার জন্য।
So Bengal Chief Minister there, Mamata Banerjee, in fact holding an address. Remember, it's the TMC Foundation Day today, and the TMC brass had already dedicated it to the RG Kaur victim. And Mamata Banerjee, in her address, in fact, just now appealed to the doctors to resume their duty, and essentially saying it's the poorest of the poor who are getting affected as the doctors are continuing with their protest, not just in Kolkata, but across several other hospitals in Bengal as well. Let me go across to my colleague Saurabh. For more on this, Saurabh, take us through some of the key highlights which have come through from Mamata Banerjee's speech so far. In fact, very importantly, she pointed out that she is going to call a special assembly session next week in which she is going to introduce a bill seeking capital punishment for rapists.
Well, both Abhishek Banerjee and Mamata Banerjee have spoken here at the student wing of the Trinamool Congress. There, of course, Abhishek Banerjee.
Right, Saurabh, go on. Right, we'll try and fix that audio link with Saurabh Gupta there, but very important points which are coming through from Mamata Banerjee's speech at the TMC Foundation Day there. Essentially, if I can just encapsulate some of the points that she mentioned, as I said, that Mamata Banerjee has in fact very significantly said that the Bengal government is going to call a special assembly session next week in which they will try and amend some sections of the criminal law there, that they will try and ensure more stringent punishment for rapists. In fact, she mentioned right at the beginning of her speech that she believes that there should only be one punishment for rapists, and that is capital punishment, and that is an amendment that they would want to make to the state law, and that she is going to bring a bill to that effect in the assemblies, the special assembly session that the Bengal government will call next week. Also, very importantly, pointing out that it's the BJP which is triggering some of these street protests, and that there was no student or any civil society member who were part of the Nabanna rally on Tuesday, that it was solely and wholly led by the BJP. And in fact, talking about the bandh call by the BJP today, in fact, Mamata Banerjee also cited a Bombay High Court observation saying that the Bombay High Court had recently said that bandhs are illegal and that the focus should be on ensuring justice. Right, let me go across to my colleague Saurabh for more on this. Saurabh, so this announcement which has been made by Mamata Banerjee just a short while back, calling for a special assembly session, is interesting because she in a way is now saying that she's going to amend the state law, asking for stringent punishment for rapists.
Well, yes, what the TMC is saying is that they want a law that frames a time-bound process of trial and conviction, because they say that, when justice, is delayed, like they say, they accuse the CBI of doing in this case, saying that it's been 16 days, but the CBI hasn't been able to show progress in the investigation. These are questions that Mamata Banerjee is raising, saying that there needs to be a law, and she said the West Bengal Assembly will pass a law and send it to the Raj Bhavan for approval. And then she, of course, attacked the governor, saying the governor is talking a lot, but of course, he is someone who has also been responsible for harassing a woman. So obviously, bringing back that allegation that the Trinamool has made, the governor, but this has become now largely a Trinamool versus BJP event. Though Mamata Banerjee mentioned that today junior doctors are holding a rally, and she supports their rally because they are fighting for justice for one of their own, one of their colleagues. So obviously a lot of political statements coming from Mamata Banerjee to counter the BJP, which is also now on the streets, has called for a bandh today in West Bengal, a 12-hour bandh. So, and Abhishek Banerjee, the Trinamool Congress's National General Secretary, has also said that he will, consider a private member's bill if the union government does not consider such law in the next few months. So it remains to be seen when this assembly session will be called and when the West Bengal government will actually ensure that, this kind of law that they're talking about will be passed. Remember, the West Bengal government does have a huge majority in the assembly.
Right.
So obviously it will be interesting to see what this law entails, how it's different from the existing laws, because really a lot of people have been arguing it's not a law or the absence of a law, but the implementation of the law that's really the problem. So sometimes people say more laws are not the solution. It's the implementation of existing laws that is lacking. So all of those, points are likely to be discussed when the West Bengal Assembly discusses this bill that Mamata Banerjee has announced.
Right, very important there, and a significant announcement coming through from that speech that Mamata Banerjee just delivered. Saurabh, stay with us. There are other aspects of the unrest which is taking place in Bengal today.